Hello everyone, it's James from DivyneCrochet. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you a beginner's guide on how to start filet crochet. And I'm still relatively new to filet crochet. I've only been doing it for a few months, but I've really been enjoying it. So I thought I'd share everything that I've learned with you guys on kind of all the basic stuff you need to know before you start. Filet crochet is very beginner friendly because it just utilizes chain stitches and double crochets. You will just have to get used to how to read the pattern. You can either add filet crochet panels to other pieces of your crochet work to kind of add in an extra element to it to make it more interesting, or you can make things just using filet crochet, such as tote bags, clothes, tapestries for your wall. I currently have a filet crochet jumper tutorial which I'll link down below if you guys are interested. Before we go on to this tutorial, like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. If you enjoy this channel, I also have a TikTok and an Instagram which will be linked down below. I also have an Etsy where I sell patterns, but currently I'm working on adding some bags to sell, so if you guys are interested in looking at that, that will also be linked below. Because I've got quite a lot of information to share with you guys, I'm going to cut this intro short and move straight onto the video. Right, let's go. To demonstrate the technique of filet crochet, I drew up this image of a coffee mug with a little smiley face that I thought I'd do. And to do this, I'm going to use a 2.5mm hook, as well as some 4-ply yarn. But obviously you can do this technique with any size yarn. I would just recommend maybe going a little bit smaller with your hook size, and you're going to need some scissors as well. To start off this project, we're going to do a slip knot and we're going to start working on our chain rows. So for this graph, you can see that we have 20 squares along the bottom of our graph. So I'm going to start by chaining 41 stitches, and how I got this number is I doubled the amount of squares that I have and then added one. This works because each mesh stitch, or each hole in a mesh stitch, is created by one double crochet and one chain stitch. So that's going to count as 2 stitches. So for each square there's going to be 2 stitches, but obviously if we start off with a double crochet and then a chain and then a double crochet and a chain, we would end on a chain stitch. So that extra one is acting as the final double crochet that will close off our row. If I had a graph with 30 squares along the bottom, I would start by chaining 61. If I had a total of 65 squares along the bottom, I'd crochet a total of 131. Once you've chained the amount of stitches that you need for your graph, you're ready to move on to your turning chain. So we've chained 41 and we need to do our turning chain. So from that 41st stitch, I'm going to chain 3. This is going to act as a double crochet and as a chain stitch. And then because our pattern is to skip one, we're going to skip the 40th stitch and go into that 39th stitch. So in total, you're going to skip 5 chain stitches from your hook and put that double crochet into the 6th chain stitch away. Once you do your double crochet, you want to chain 1, and then we're going to skip a chain stitch, and in the next chain stitch, that's where we're going to put our next double crochet. I'm putting my double crochets into the top V, or I should say the back loop technically, but you can just put them in whichever stitch you like to when it comes to crocheting into your chain row. This won't really affect how your final project looks. You're just going to continue the pattern of double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, all the way down the length of your chain row till you get to the final stitch. If you've counted your chains correctly, your final double crochet should be in your final stitch. And once you've completed that final double crochet, I would just go ahead and count the amount of holes you have, or the amount of kind of like mesh holes that you have in your project. So you can see I have 20 holes, which is the same as the number of squares that I want. So I know that I can continue and my base layer is the correct amount of stitches. And I am going to start by doing those chain 3 stitches, which, as I said in the last row, is going to be our turning chain, where 2 of the chains is going to act as a double crochet and 1 of the chains is going to act as our chain stitch. So then we're going to skip where we first came out of and go into the next double crochet and continue our mesh pattern. And as you can see on my graph, I have 2 rows where there's
no change, so we're just going to do this mesh stitch. The only thing to mention in this row is that obviously we're going to put our double crochets on top of our double crochets that we did in the row before, and our final double crochet should be in the second chain from the first double crochet that you made on the row before. So you can see here I'm just inserting into that second chain. So once you finish that, it should kind of look like just two normal mesh stitches. So I've snuck out a frame here, but I'm doing 4 mesh stitches before I'm going to start adding my graphic. And it doesn't really matter which way you start working. I'm going to start working from left to right, and that means that we're going to do those 4 mesh stitches. I'm going to insert my hook into that chain stitch, and instead of doing that chain stitch, I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook, and do a double crochet. So basically all this pattern is showing us is each box represents us doing a double crochet instead of a chain stitch. So we're not adding or taking away any amount of stitches in our rows. We're just changing the chain stitch to a double crochet in the mesh stitches that are indicated on the graph. So what you can do to check that you're doing the right amount of double crochets is, you can see at the bottom of my graph I have 7 boxes across. You can either double this number and add 1 like we did to work out the amount of chain stitches. So that's going to be 15 double crochets in total before I go back into my chain stitch. Or what you can do is you can look at the amount of holes you have underneath. So you can see I have 7 boxes that basically I need to fill, if that makes sense. So what I would do is I would do double crochets into those chain stitches till I got through those 7 kind of boxes. I don't know, with this kind of technique it just depends in what way your mind works and which way you prefer thinking about it. For me, I generally think of, even when I'm doing double crochets, I think of mesh stitches. So the way that I would count my double crochets would be kind of like post 1, post 2, post 3, where the posts are the double crochets that would be there anyway, and me counting is going to be me counting the amount of double crochets I have instead of chain stitches. But you can consider how to read this graph based on how you kind of work best. So once I've done those double crochets, I'll carry on with my row with doing those mesh stitches, and I want to make sure that my final double crochet goes into that second chain that we made at the start of the row before we chain 3, turn our work, and then we're going to continue on our 4th row or our 2nd row of adding our graphic. So in the row before we worked from left to right. So in this row I want to read my graph from right to left, and both with filet crochet, graphic crochet, any kind of crochet that you read a graph like this, you're going to want to change the direction in which you read the graph each time you turn your project. So when you read your pattern, you should be reading it in a way that kind of looks like this. But obviously in this pattern you can see that I'm going to need to add those 9 boxes on top of those 7 boxes that we made in the row before. So when I start adding those double crochets instead of chain stitches, that should be on top of where I've done this in the row before. And I know that's simple to say, but obviously it just makes remembering to read left to right and right to left a lot easier. So as you can see, I'm gonna need to start adding my double crochets instead of chain stitches 1 mesh kind of box earlier, and I have 9 boxes in total, so this means that I will do a total of 19 double crochets in a row before moving on to a chain stitch. From here you want to carry on with the pattern of a double crochet, chain 1, skip 1 till you get to your final double crochet. This double crochet, as in the row before, should be in the second chain away from the double crochet that you inserted your penultimate double crochet into. Once you've done this row, we're going to continue the pattern of chaining 3, turning our work, and continuing on by reading the pattern in the opposite direction in which you read it in the row before. So in this row, you can see the only difference that we're going to introduce is the fact that we will be putting a mesh stitch on top of our double crochets. And this is the same principle of you want to chain one, skip one before doing your double crochet. So just as we did in rows before where we didn't put our double crochet into the chain stitch, we skipped that chain stitch and either put it into the next chain stitch in the first row or we put it into the double crochet. We still want to make sure that we're skipping a stitch when it comes to working on top of our parts of our rows where it is just double crochet. So as you can see, I have those 5 holes which match those 5 blank squares I have in my pattern. So I'm going to start off with doing those double crochets, and you can see in this pattern this is a total of 3 squares, so that's going to be 7 double crochets. And I just started building this up by myself as I've given you the knowledge that you need to follow this graph. You can see here I accidentally added chain stitch where I didn't need. So when it comes to doing these projects, I would definitely regularly check that your pattern matches up. So just have a look at your pattern, make sure there's the correct amount of stitches in each row. Make sure that below each one of your stitches is the correct stitch, whether that's a chain stitch or a double crochet. And you just want to continue doing your graph, reading from left to right, right to left until you're finished. So we're almost done with the panel. If you want to find other patterns to do, there are going to be patterns on Google, on social media, there'll be patterns on Etsy or anywhere else you can purchase patterns. I would just make sure that the first pattern you start off with is quite small, because you have to remember that each square represents a double crochet and a chain. So starting off with a project that's 50 by 50 is going to be a lot more work than it might look. So after you've done your final stitch, you want to yarn over and pull through, and that's going to be your panel done. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you learned something. Filet crochet is definitely an easy project to actually do. It's understanding where to put a double crochet and where to put a chain stitch that can be a little bit challenging. But as I say, just make sure you're looking at the work and looking at your graph regularly. Just checking and counting, especially as a beginner. This will prevent you from making mistakes and you having to go round later on and undoing a bunch of your work if you're, obviously not happy with it. So as I say, I hope you enjoy my video. I have an Etsy shop, which will be linked down below. I've got other social media. I've got a TikTok and an Instagram, which I use my TikTok a lot. My Instagram, I'm trying to become a little bit more active. I'm not a big Instagram person, I'm not going to lie, but obviously follow me on both of them. Please like, comment, and subscribe on this channel. And check out my other videos and tutorials. I hope you enjoy, and please have a good day. I'll see you later. Bye.